My husband, M24, told me he wants me, F23, to leave him alone as his birthday gift. So my husband and I have been married for about 2 years now. Together for 3. His birthday is coming up this month and I wanted to do something nice for him. I suggested that we have a small get-together with his close friends and make his favorite foods, as I really like cooking for him. We talked about this for a couple of days, but he just brushed it off and said we'll figure it out. The other night I asked him again since his birthday is approaching and he blatantly replied, "I know what I want for my birthday. I want you to leave me alone." I was taken aback since we were doing fine and we were having a normal conversation before. I wanted to spend time together and have fun with our friends and family, but now I'm thinking of just taking our daughter out and spend the day away. Obviously I'm feeling a little hurt at this since I genuinely wanted to plan something nice. I know that I have my faults and am nowhere near perfect, but I genuinely wonder why he dislikes me from time to time. This isn't the first time he's told me that getting away from me and our girl would be nice. Would I be in it if I left and didn't come back until the night? Him wanting to not do anything or see anyone for his birthday is fine. Him speaking to you like that is not. Do exactly what he says. Plan a day out for you and your little girl. Head off. And come back at nighttime. Don't plan his dinner. Don't get a cake. Don't get a card. Give him exactly what he requested. Then have the conversation the next day about if it was as good as he hoped. If he's truly an introvert and needs some time out, he's going to have to find a nicer way to ask for it. And offer the same space to you, if you need it. Some people need more quality time alone than others. This in itself is fine, nothing to worry about or to take personally, but ideally your husband should communicate this better with you. I think I feel like this on my birthday and I am a woman. The best gift my husband could ever give me would be to say, go away on your own or with girlfriends for a night and have a proper break. Without context on how stressed he is, how easy your daughter is, how much free time he gets, it's hard to judge the situation completely. Regardless if it was just he is craving space, then his method of approach was rubbish and not communicated well. I can tell when my husband needs time and space on his own. I tell him to go play golf or see friends. He comes back a new person. Your husband spoke to you rudely. But maybe there's more to this here. Your ideas on how to celebrate his birthday all seem to be centered on stuff you want to do. Stuff you like and think he should like. And you kept asking him and he possibly felt like you were taking control of how he should celebrate his birthday rather than asking him what he wants to do. Perhaps that is why he was snappy. I know for my own birthday, if my wife took it upon herself to try and arrange lots of people being around and a big meal etc., I'd hate it. I'm usually working on my birthday and the last thing I want to do when I get home is be on for guests in my house, even if they are my friends. A surprise meal out is probably tolerate because at least then I'm not in my domain, so don't feel the need to be a host. But yeah, not everyone is up for the idea of being foisted with company and entertaining duties just because it's their birthday. Check in with your husband and see what's up. There's gotta be more to this. I'm a woman and I get it. Every year I joke that I want silence for my birthday. But I'm dead serious. I'd love to have a day, or 2, or 5, alone. You haven't given other details about your lives together. But the stresses of family life and work can be overwhelming. Especially for anyone that may be introverted. It's just how he said it was rude and a bit uncalled for. Let him know his delivery hurt your feelings. And have a conversation about it. Especially since this isn't the first time he's mentioned it. You're married for 2 years. So I suspect your child is under 2? Toddlers are exhausting. I remember my child being 2. I just wanted to spend a day by myself with no one bothering me with questions or things I needed to do. So I totally understand the guy wanting to be left alone for his birthday. Maybe he was an ass about it, but I think you can give parents of a toddler some grace in not policing their tone when stressed. I wasn't there, so I don't know if that grace should extend to his behavior. I'm just saying there should be some grace for some things. I also think you're a bit blind to your own communication style. You come off as a bit of a nag in this story. You talked for a few days, you asked him again. I get it. He brushed you off while you think it's an important thing you need to plan for. It's hard to have a partner who doesn't care for the same things in the same way. But your nagging isn't going to solve that. It's just going to breed resentment. If you two are in a normal, equal relationship, this is just a communication error. You see him brushing you off as a personal slight when maybe it's just him being stressed out about a thing or not caring about what happens on his birthday. He sees your repeated questions as a personal attack that is trying to force him into something he doesn't want. The solution in this case is having a chat that looks at you and him versus the problem of the party, and not you versus his uncaring attitude. Passive-aggressively leaving him alone on a day everyone knows you think is important just creates more problems. What would that actually solve? Would it make you happy? Would it actually make him happy? If he's always this uncaring about you and the household, disregard everything I said. He's an ass and you should leave on his birthday and never come back. First of all, that's pretty rude from him. Did you guys talk further why he feels like this? If not, I think you guys need to have a conversation. What's the reason behind why he's so cold and rude? And why he feels that he wants to be alone? Petty arguments and acts like leaving each other alone out of spite will not improve the relationship. Better communication and figuring out root causes for issues will. Is it possible that he is just not into celebrating his own birthday? For her birthday is the most important day of the year and I couldn't care less about my birthday. I hate surprises. Parties in my honor. Being brought out a piece of cake with a candle at a restaurant and the staff singing. I don't even tell people when it's my birthday. I wanted to do something nice for him. I wanted a small get-together with friends and family. I wanted to cook. I wanted to see people and have fun with them. He was very rude to you and could have communicated his feelings better. But do you see what you wrote? That's the problem. It's not about you. It's about him. It's about his birthday, and actually everything you wrote is about you and what you want. Have you ever stopped to think that maybe he is fed up with his birthday being about what you want to do for it? Have you given him some space to actually work out what he wants that isn't about you suggesting all the things you want? You mean well, but I would go and say you want an apology for how rude he was. But you are sorry for being overbearing and that you realize you were so busy shoving your suggestions down his throat that you didn't consider what he actually wanted. He's overwhelmed and now just wants space and sounds like he's lacking any communication skills to let you know. Edited to correct quote. Well, he's being rude about it, but his actual ask isn't out of line. He wants a break and some peace and quiet on his birthday. Don't you ever want a break? Some time alone? That's not unreasonable. What you were planning sounds like what you wanted. But no, you wouldn't be wrong to leave for the day? That's what he's asking for. I would be clear you understand he wants some alone time, but are hurt by the way he's phrased it. That was a rude way to handle this. But I understand where he is coming from. Many times in my life all I have wanted was silence and to be alone. I don't want big plans, friends, energy spending events, lots of faffing and organizing and noise and exhaustion. Sometimes a person just wants to be alone. This can be good for his mental health. or a sign he is in a depressive state. I know I could get in both, especially when work, family, and especially needy kids came into the equation. Try giving him some and then having a chat with him afterwards. Maybe leave a collection of favorite snacks and get him a movie, game, or whatever he likes for his birthday. I bet after a few hours he will be thinking about you and missing you all. This should not be a regular special man time thing, but as a birthday present. Giving him what he wants and then let him talk to you about how he felt about it might go a long way. He sounds like an overwhelmed introvert. He likely never gets quiet to recharge. Double check that this is what he wants for his birthday. Then make plan for you and kiddos to be gone all day. This isn't the first time he's told me that getting away from me and our girl would be nice. How often does it happen? Is he generally present in the relationship or not? Is he an introvert, someone who needs time alone? If so, how much time alone does he get? Honestly, if you want good advice, we need far more context. Yeah, his response comes off as rude and he probably could have phrased it better. But again, context. Can you clarify? Was he saying, leave me alone by not talking to me about what I want for my birthday right now, or, I want alone time on my birthday? Either way he was being rude, and needs to learn how to communicate his needs, wants and desires, and you have a fair expectation of that from your partner. My wife picks the worst times to ask me about stuff like that. I'm not rude, but sometimes it's tricky being polite when she asks what my parents want for Christmas on a Monday morning, before coffee and while the kids are running about getting ready for school and it's November. Not making excuses for your partner's behavior, just offering a different perspective. Good luck. Sounds like you tried to plan his birthday for yourself instead of him and he got overwhelmed and reacted poorly. Both of you need to talk it out and apologize to each other. Honestly, it sounds like you are making his birthday about you and what you want to do, how you want to celebrate it. When you said you suggested a small get-together, did you specifically ask him what he wants to do? And when you said you asked him again, do you mean you asked him again about if he still wanted to do the small gathering? Or did you ask him what he wanted to do? In general, when doing things for others, it should always be about what they want, not what you think they want. Okay, so the both of you are wrong here. He's wrong for wording his intentions like that, making you feel terrible about yourself. And you're wrong for shoving your interests above his on his special day. It's his day, not yours. Yes, leave him alone for his birthday. The man needs space. Throwing some party or whatever eight's clearly what you want, not what he wants. Leave him alone. Stop posting about him on Reddit. Focus on yourself for a couple weeks. Your relationship will be better for it. Trapped in a life he didn't want. Man shrugging, medium dark skin tone.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.